let you have a beautiful take of the view out here. It's a little smoky today, so my eyes are a little red, and I have lovely indents in my forehead right before I go live because I just got out of one of the most amazing massages I think I've ever had. The lady Deborah that works here, I swear she's an angel. She does Reiki while giving you your massage. And she does this connection thing with you first. And it was just the most amazing, amazing vibration that went through my whole body when she did that. Hi, Holly. Thanks for jumping on and following my journey. Today is day 6 of remote viewing at the Monroe Institute with Joe McMoneagle. And I am keeping a diary on how I'm learning and what I've experienced here. So I never forget. I never want to forget this experience. It's way, way too good to forget. Hi, Kelly. So great to see you on. Thank you so much for tuning in, for taking the time. I love it when we all come together in this moment in time when things are live and you can reach out and feel each other's energy. Wherever you are, I'd love to know. I'd love to know if you could put it up in the comments where you're joining me from. Because I believe that when we come together in a moment in time and there is a collective intention that is created. Steve in Sutton, Ontario. Kelly, I know you're way out in Nova Scotia. Windsor, Ontario, Upper Michigan. Awesome. So we got Canada and the US. Awesome. I usually have a couple of people from Japan as well that join in if it's not too late. Hi, Linda from the Bella Coola. That's awesome. Thank you. Stockholm, Darlington, South Carolina. Oh, I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Love seeing where you guys are from. Especially when I do my meditations, my global meditations, because what I visualize is literally a pillar of light. You are the pillar of light shooting out into the universe, and we are all connecting in the grid, in the matrix. Hi from Michigan, and Holly from, I think he said Ontario as well. Thank you guys. That's awesome. So, Ellie, you made it. Yes, Ellie is my personal human angel. Ellie Jamart is the lovely, amazing angel that I bought my original wellness center from. She created it, and I continued it. I ended up selling it 2.5 years later. The same way I bought it. I bought it on a handshake and I sold it on a handshake. And then I went out on my own. I needed to be out on my own. It was a really big center, but Ellie changed my life by selling me her baby. So thank you, Ellie. She's the one who started it all. So yeah, we did remote viewing in Nanaimo, BC with Paul Elder, and that was when I got hooked with it. Paul Elder is an amazing teacher. If you ever get a chance to come to Virginia and learn from him, definitely do so. He was teaching it out in BC, but not anymore, unfortunately. But he's still doing it here. So hi, Annette. Great to see you on. Paul is still teaching it here in Virginia, so looks like I'm going to have to make another trip down, but I'm planning on it. I think they have level 2 in the summer, so I'm going to look into it. But I had my mind blown last night. They showed us how you can use remote viewing for winning the lottery, betting on horses, roulette, all of that stuff. It was pretty interesting, and we all nailed it. We all nailed the targets. So if we had bet money on it, we would have won. And it was interesting because last night we didn't have a clue what the bet was going to be on, what it was on, anything like that. And basically we had to draw out the winning target, and I nailed it. I got a Good job from Joe McMoneagle regarding that target. But no money was placed. I wish he would have. That would have been cool. Yeah, it's pretty fascinating stuff, what we're capable of. It is beyond comprehension to someone who's never taken the class. But it definitely gives you a glimpse into our potential, like, and how time isn't real. Time is a construct. I did a remote viewing today and she found my daughter's ring. She's in Dublin. Oh, that's amazing. That's awesome, Kathy. Yeah, remote viewing, it works. Definitely. Like I said, when you go beyond space and time, you really go beyond space and time. And you enter the matrix where it's beyond space and time. And you get to go backwards into the past and forwards into the future. Look around, see anything. But it's little glimpses that your subconscious mind, you open up to when you're in the right frequency, you align with it, and it's boom. Are you going to have an interview with Joe on your YouTube about 2025? I would love to, but he's retired completely from remote viewing. We asked him to do a live demo we asked the teachers if Joe would do a live demo, and they said no, he's retired completely. He doesn't practice it anymore. Yeah, and Joe said, to be an excellent remote viewer, you should be doing at least one target practice a day. So I got to get back practicing on this stuff because I don't practice remote viewing all the time. I use bits and pieces of remote viewing and stuff that I've learned. When I'm working on a missing person case, it's excellent. Remote viewing is definitely a tool in my toolbox when I am working on remote viewing cases. But remote viewing is when you are completely blind to the target. You have no idea what the target is, and you have to describe it. It can be a person, place, or thing in the entire universe. That's true remote viewing. And I do that in my classes where I have targets in envelopes and they're doing blind targets. And that's what gets the synapses going. And, gets that subconscious mind delivering those messages, because when you go beyond space and time, you also go beyond language, because language is left brain logic. Language is a 3D construct. When you go beyond space and time, it's telepathy, right? And that's what we're missing. We're missing our connections, our telepathy. And so if you want to really start strengthening your psychic abilities, practice telepathy. Send a message to someone and see if they get it. In the morning before you start your day, remote view your day. How's your day going to go? Are you going to meet someone along the way that you've never met before? If you go grocery shopping, you can remote view the price on your receipt. Those are little games that you can do with yourself every day that will strengthen remote viewing abilities. But meditation is a key component for sure, because if you're stuck in your left brain logic, you're not going to see anything coming out of the right brain. And it's the right brain totally that you have to use. But like I said, when you go beyond the 3D matrix, and you're dipping into that fourth dimension are your thoughts, right? When we're projecting our thoughts. Fifth dimension is when we're seeing beyond space and time. And it opens up. It does. I really wish everyone would come here and be open to having their mind blown. To any skeptic watching this, be open and come. It'll be the best week you ever spend figuring your head out, figuring yourself out. I've just had download after download after download here. It's crazy and healing, and the energy of the group, the teachers, even the massage I had. I wanted to cry hugging her at the end. It was just such an amazing experience. I think everyone, it's almost interdimensional. It's almost like they're all angels in disguise in their human meat suit and just waiting to teach humanity. And I think that all the great teachers are plugged in where they need to be so that they can teach the students who are willing and open to learn. These types of things happen to me spontaneously. I think it's really interesting that people have approached this systematically. It's exciting and promising. Yes, I agree. I agree. And they've done it on a scientific level here at the Monroe Institute. It's all science, and they have found a method that works for any human being, and it's repeatable. And that's what science is, something that's repeatable. Well, the way I do remote viewing, I teach it this way, but then I go and I cover the spiritual, because when you're going into different realms, different dimensions, and you're receiving information and you don't know where the information's coming from, it's best that we cover the spiritual aspects of remote viewing. And it helps anyways when you're asking your spirit guides and your angels to step forward and help you download the information that's relating to the target. So yeah, it's been a trip. It's been a wild trip. If you're just joining me, yes, I know that I've got lines all over my forehead. I just got out of an amazing massage and I still feel a little bit out of it. I probably shouldn't have gone live so soon afterwards, but it's the only time I can do it because we're on break right now. Oh, Patty, how much is the course? I think it was $28.95. You'll have to check on the Monroe Institute website. It is interesting that they don't talk about the spiritual side of things because it's science. You can't prove the spiritual, right? You can't prove that there's life beyond death. They just prove that you can remote view and that you can download information on a target from the matrix. They don't talk about anything to do with psychics or mediumship or anything like that. They don't cover any of that. Like, how cool would it be if it's covered all in one course? That's what I do. I always ask my spirit guides for help. I feel them as well. Good. Yes, you should. Absolutely. Okay, Steve just checked. It's $25.95 US. Yeah. So they don't cover the spiritual side of it, and it's not necessarily a healing retreat, and it's not it's self-awareness and self-development. But if you're looking for a healing retreat or a spiritual retreat or a retreat where you can get shifts very quickly, like quantum shifts, well, I guess you can get that anywhere if you're ready for it, really. How much is my course? My course is 3,700 Canadian, not American. So it's like, I think right now we're at $1.53 Canadian to $1 US. So it's much cheaper because it's Canadian. Plus, we stay in 5-star accommodations. There's a pool, there's hot tubs. Like, the one house is a 10,000 square foot mansion, and then the other one's a 5,000 square foot A-frame log cabin that's right next to it. And we're literally in the heart of Cathedral Rock, like down in the vortex itself. So your body's vibrating the whole time you're there. There's a reason why I pick that retreat center. The food is out of this world amazing. You guys get dowsing kits from me. You get one-on-one time with me. I'm always with you. I'm always with you. I'm the driver. I'm the teacher. I'm the everything in there. And my husband is the amazing, amazing chef. But it also includes all the outings. Like, we're out every afternoon. We're gone to a different sacred site or meditating in the vortexes. So yeah, Sedona is definitely magical when yeah, Steve, take my online course. Or not Steve, sorry, Patty. Like Steve said, take the online course. If you can't afford to come to Sedona, I do teach this stuff in office, and I also teach it, I teach the whole course in Quantum Psychic for $149. Canadian. So, and our dollar is crap. So if you're in America, that's a good deal. And it's funny because I was approached by a lady who does remote viewing, and she asked, who's also an agent, and she asked if she could be my agent. And she says to me, the first thing she says is, she goes, you're doing a disservice to remote viewing by only charging $149 for your course. And she goes, you should be charging more. She goes, you should be charging around $1,000 a person. I'm like, no, who can afford that, first off? And second of all, so I said to her, I said, okay, so let's do the math on this. How many people do you get in your course when you fill up for remote viewing? And she goes, oh, I get a good 20 people in my class. And I said, okay, well, I get a good 200 in mine. So I would rather spread the word, teach people, and make it affordable. It doesn't need to be crazy expensive, but there does have to be value, or you're not going to see that there's value. If I was to give it away for free, no one's going to see the value in that. Society's weird, really, really weird. But when you pay for something, you show up and you take it seriously when your dime's on the line, right? So you start to watch the videos and you start to, yeah, Paul Alder at least charges in Canuck bucks. Exactly. It's cheaper. Do they acknowledge that the aura is a body part? I do. I do. It's an extension of us. It's just like our hair. I wouldn't quite say it's a body part. I'd say it's more like our hair. Our nails are, it is an extension of our body. It is a body part, I guess. Nails are a body part. So yeah, the aura is a body part, but no, they don't even touch on the aura. They don't touch on energy here. They don't talk about any of that in this class. They teach CIA remote viewing, and that's it. Like target practice. Kelly, you've been to my classes for target practice, right? So, yeah, I said the same thing about the agent. I know. It's like, yeah, no. People who are doing this stuff, you guys, the world is ready to wake up. We have to make it affordable. It's just like I could be charging $400 for a reading, but why? 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 What information do I got that's worth someone else's whole day in wages? No, that's just wrong. It's just not right. I don't believe in those psychics that are charging 20 cents a minute. It's just wrong. Especially when you're supposed to be doing God's work, right? So I have to make it mainstream. If I made it $60, you guys wouldn't come. You'd be like, oh, she's just starting out, or oh, she's terrible, or the mind works that way. It's really weird. So I charge $200 an hour, which is basically the same as a psychologist. Well, I've got a nursing background. I was a palliative oncology nurse for 13 years, and I'm psychic, and I find missing people, and I do a really good job. Plus, here's the other thing about me. Bet you didn't, maybe you knew this. I have a 100% money back guarantee on my readings. If I will never let you leave my office without things making sense. And I mean that. I have no right to charge a person if I didn't blow their socks off. And so I do. I put my money where my mouth is, and I have a money back guarantee on my readings. And yes, I'm that cocky because I know what I see. I know I hate to say this or sound like this, but I know I'm right when I'm right. So, and if I can't read, yes, there are people that I can't read for whatever reason. Are they blocked? Am I blocked? Is it a bad day? I don't know. So you know what I do? I offer them, I say this reading is on the house, obviously, and I say, come back on another day and let me give you a free reading. And if they don't want the free reading, I give them their money back right on the spot. But I would never take someone's money ever without the reading making sense and them being satisfied walking out of my office. It's just bad business. So yeah, there's that too. So you don't have much to lose coming to see me for a reading. Anyways, okay, so since I had an amazing massage, like it's hard to look in the sky because I keep seeing angels everywhere. and it's so bright. Anyways, can't think straight. The energy is super, super strong here. Serena, you predicted that I'd leave my job in 2 years, and you were 100% correct. Oh, that's right. That's right. Our mutual friend told me about that. I forgot about that. I need to book a reading with you to find closure with my cousin's passing. I've been struggling since May 5th, 2019, and I've been to 3 psychics and still no closure. One of those psychics twice. Ouch. Yeah, Holly, you'd have to book a reading for me to look into that. I'm melting into this rock right now. I'm not psychic right now. I'm Patricia, looking with my normal eyes. And I need a picture really to tune into someone properly and get a good read on someone. What I do is each and every one of us has an energetic signature. And a picture is your energy frozen in time. It's your energy signature frozen in time. And so, as long as I can get into the energetic signature of the person that I'm tuning into, there's really nothing I can't tell, nothing I can't see. I can go backwards, forwards. Like I said, there's really no such thing as time. You can go back as far as 3,000 years. There's no such thing as time. You can have a look around and see what happened in ancient places. It's pretty cool. Kelly, I so appreciate your philosophy. I've been able to consistently take your courses for 3 years because they are affordable. You're an amazing teacher. Oh, thank you, Kelly. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And I just want to say, by the way, for my online courses, if there's ever anyone that can't afford it, shoot me an email. I will sign you up for free and then pay it forward somehow. Open the door for someone nice. Honest to God, never, never, never be scared to say, hey, I want to join, but I can't afford it. Karma. It's karma. Absolutely. I will do that for you. I will sign you up. Don't miss out on on a good healing meditation. Don't let money stand in your way. So thank you. And thank you guys. Thanks, Kelly, for saying that my classes are so much fun. Holly, of course. But it is like what you were saying about 100% guarantee should be offered, and there should be a lot of non-genuine psychics that play off people's emotions, especially grief. Oh, 100%. 100%. It's just like when someone dies and you go to the funeral home. Oh my God. You're endlessly putting your hand, they are putting their hand in your pocket. It's brutal what certain industries do off of grief. By the way, I always tell people, wait a full year before coming to see a psychic regarding someone who's passed away. I got a few philosophies on that, but they don't necessarily, people don't necessarily come through in the first year after they've passed away. It's hard. It's not as easy to get a hold of someone who's passed away on the other side in the first year. So I always say wait a year and then come see me, and come see me with a picture, and then I can tune in. So, okay, guys. Is there anything else you wanted to ask me? Read, allow your soul to lead for a short. Yeah, I picked them up, Steve. I didn't have a chance to read them before I left, but just wait until you guys see my book of the months over the next 2 months. Oh my God. The library here is to die for. You know what? I will do a quick pan of their library, and then you guys can pause that part because these books are amazing. So I picked one up. I swear, it's like the whole place wants to teach you, including the bookshelf, because I randomly picked up this book. And I started reading it, and I couldn't put it down. It was like mind-blowing stuff in this book. So I'll go to the library and I'll show you which one it was. So just pause the video when it gets to that part, and then you can see what books the Monroe Institute has at their library. Anyways, I got 2 of them, and they are going to be my books of the month in in my newsletter next month. Thank you, Angel. I'm so glad. It's my pleasure. I love it. I love it. I love it. I think I definitely believe that we have been brought here to make this world a better place, to awaken people in whatever way we can, even if it's a random person at a grocery store. You know, there's something that we can give and something that we can take. Oh, would you look at that little blue orb as I'm talking about giving and taking? Oh, it's a light reflection. But it's right over my heart. I'll take that. I'll take that. Thank you. They always come at the perfect time, you know, and it's bouncing between blue and green as I was talking about being here for a higher purpose. I love it. I love it. Oh, it's following me. Not quite sure what angle I have on the camera to make that bounce with me, but I'm sure it's just a cute little sun orb, sun flare. See, it's a sun flare. It's still pretty though. Looks like a little angel on my shoulder, doesn't it? Look at that. I gotta tell you though, this field really is full of angels. It is, it is, it is. Look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? I love it here. I don't want to go home. I'm really sad about going home tomorrow. Oh, I'm going to do one more live tomorrow. Tomorrow's my last day. We leave in the morning. But I fly to Chicago, and I have like a 2-hour layover. I think it's Chicago. I don't even know where I'm going. Anyways, flying to Chicago. But first, I have to sit at the airport for like 3 hours. So I figured I'll do my live there, and then you guys can keep me company while I'm waiting for my airplane. My 17-hour trek back home. Oh, look at that. Look at that beautiful little sun angel. Aww. See, it looks like it's going out to you guys now. Okay, come with. Let's have a look at the Monroe Institute little library. As long as no one else is in there. Hold on one second. Would you mind if I just really quickly took a video of the books? Okay, thanks. not allowed to videotape them, so we're not allowed to, well, videotape anybody without permission. So anyways, yeah, so I didn't want to take you guys down there, or else I so would have. But anyways, there's some really, really, really good titles in that small little library that's in there. The book that I pointed out in the first chapter, my mind was blown. So pick it up if you're looking for some good read. That, like, I have it right now and I can't put it down. How do you turn off psychic abilities in public? Wouldn't it be overwhelming? Okay. Yeah. Well, so yeah, I guess it is. I guess it is. Sometimes I can do crowds in tiny doses. What was the name of the book? Steve, you're gonna have to pause the video. Okay, thank you for snapping a photo of the book because it's really good. Good. Pause the video and rewatch it again. There was someone in there, so I didn't want to be rude. Okay, do I get overwhelmed? I have to do crowds in small doses. I get overwhelmed in crowds. It's like I dip in and dip out, dip in and dip out. And I didn't realize how much I do that until one of my girlfriends said it to me. She's like, you're always dipping in and out. She watched. And I'm like, oh, yeah, I guess I am. And I have to do, because it's almost like I need to go up for air. Okay, come back down. I do find some people's energy is overwhelming and exhausting, but I'm sure we all do, right? And I think that people's energy in general hasn't been wonderful lately. So I'm sure you guys have been feeling just as overwhelmed as I have, right? But I don't look. I don't invade people's, yeah, Cosmic Diana, she says, I get overwhelmed by crowds too. Yeah, it's too much energy. It's just a swamp, a cesspool of mind you, I don't mind, like, I really enjoy going to the Inglewood Drumming Circle in Calgary on Friday nights. And if you ever want to join me, throw me a message. I'll meet you there. I just need a reason to go. I love going, and I don't mind that crowd because we're all with positive intentions. We're all in the right field of energy. You know, we're receiving healing and love, and that's what we're focusing on. But people's focus right now is, like you said, too materialistic and primitive. It is. It really, really, really is. And what people don't understand is our thoughts are worth their weight in gold. They really are. That's what the seed of creation. Drumming is healing. Yes, it is. Sorry, someone's just driving by. Holly says she missed living in Saskatchewan energy. It was so much better than out where I am in Ontario. Yeah, I don't think I'd want to live in Ontario. I must say, I like my Alberta people. I understand Alberta people. I understand Saskatchewan people too. I think Alberta and Saskatchewan are very similar. Very similar ideologies and vibes. Sutton, Ontario has amazing vibes. It's because you're in it, Steve. That's why. You're the light bulb for Sutton, Ontario. Oh, you should, Kelly, it is so retro in here. Everything is original, like 70s. I showed you guys my check unit in my room. It's super original, but it's amazing energy. Here, I'll show you guys the outside of it. That's what the outside entrance looks like. And then we learn in that building. And then there is over there, there's another building that has the bookstore and some administration stuff, I think. A lot of different books. I know, I'd never heard of those books. So I've never heard of those authors. So I just know I had a look at some of the titles on the shelf, and I was like, oh, I gotta take a picture of these for when I get home, and definitely get them. And they have quite a few of them for sale. Eyes of an Angel is Paul Elder's book. That was also a really, really good book as well. If anyone's looking for a good read, I know him personally, and he's a wonderful, wonderful man, wonderful teacher. So, okay, I only have a few minutes left because of my lovely, amazing massage. I didn't get a chance to eat lunch, and I should eat before we go back and hit the books and do more remote viewing. So, but I thank you guys so much for joining me on my journey. This has been an amazing, amazing journey, and I love doing these bucket list adventures, and I will take you with me wherever I go. I'm gonna probably come back here in August, so watch for me in August. But I'll be back teaching, so I am doing a guided meditation. Steve, when's my next guided meditation? Thank you, the 26th. I'm online doing quantum healing guided meditation. Come to that if you've been feeling heavy. Let's shift that stuff right off of you. I meet you in the quantum field. We do a little bit of energy work, and boom, you're going to be bright and shiny, brand new, put back together, ready to rock and roll. So that's on my website, www.patriciamonna.com. And subscribe. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, subscribe. I think I give out some good advice. I don't know when it comes. I like to say that people like to listen to it, listen to me gab. My husband doesn't know why, but anyways, yeah, so subscribe to the channel, and that way you'll get the notifications when I do go live. I will be going live again tomorrow at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, so join me again here today. Okay. Mwah. I love you guys. See you tomorrow at 3 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. Have the best day ever. God bless.